Wait for 2-3 minutes, then we'll start. Can you hear me, Avinash?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello. Can you hear me,
Yes,
Avinash?
sir.
Okay. So wait for
Yes,
two
sir.
three minutes. Let other student come, then we'll start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us start then. So let me share my screen. Okay, so today we will discuss about decision making statement. Okay, so that is nothing but if else statement. So how do you write those if else statement? And today we will discuss only theory part. Tomorrow we will show the demonstration, or we will do some problem. Okay, so let move on next. Yes, so this so now till now we have seen how to declare data member or variable, then what are the different types of data types. Now next step is there are multiple statements you have to write inside a Java program. Okay, so first first the problem should be defined. So what should be the input, what should be the output, and mm, and what should be our logic or the formula you will use to convert it to output. So those statements you will write in Java program are of several types. One is selection statement or the decision making statements. Another is iteration statement, iterative statements, loop statements, or the jump statements. Today we will see about selection or the decision making statement. So there are two types of decision making statements. One is if else and another is switch. Okay, so implementing if else statement and switch case statement, you will write our decision making statement. So first of all, what is a decision making statement? Okay, so suppose you are riding a bicycle, you are going you are going to college or on riding a bike. Okay, so there are some point, there may be several paths. One you have to turn left, you have to turn right. Okay, or you may go straight forward. So here in this diagram you can see there are two paths possible. One you have to move to left side, and another path you have to move right side. So at this point you have to make a decision whether you will go to left or you will go to right. So if you go to left, then you will also use different paths, different logics, and you will use different resources, and you can reach the destination. By taking right side path also, you will use multiple resources. So whether statements or vehicles, any other vehicles, okay, and you can reach the destination. So this is all about how to make a decision. Okay, so in the Java program also, you have to sometime you have to decide or make you have to call whether the number is a prime or not, whether the number is even or not, whether the number divisible by some other number. Suppose a number n divisible by 5 or not. So this type of decision you have to make. Okay, whenever there are multiple possibilities out of a single statement, then you have to choose out of one option. So for this purpose, you will use decision making statement. Okay, so let us see there are different types of decision making statements. One is if statement, another is nested if statement, simple if else statement, and instead go to the if else if statement, and nested if else statement also there, and another case switch statement or jump statement. Today we will see about if else statement. Okay, if time permits, we will go to switch statement. Okay, so this is the flow diagram. So already we have done this flow diagram. So about the if statement. Okay, now suppose we have gone to a cafeteria. Okay, cafeteria, and you have to choose between coffee or cold coffee or tea. Okay, suppose it is a rainy season. Okay, so according to the weather, so that is our start point. So whether this is a rainy season or not. So you have to convert this into language, the programming construct. Is the weather is a rainy or not? There are two possible options or possible outcome. If it is rainy, weather is rainy, so you will opt for tea. If it is not, or it is little bit hot or warm, so you will choose cold coffee. So there are two options you can. Now the output will be either tea or coffee, but your conditional statement is whether this is rainy or not rainy. So start point is our cafeteria point where you will start. You have to make a decision whether this is a rainy or not. That is our conditional statement. So that prism, okay, so that rectangle shape, prism like shape is called conditional statement. Okay, whether this is a rainy or not. So there are two possible, it is true or false. If it is true, then it is raining, so the next code you will execute is you will take coffee or tea, hot coffee or tea. If it is not rainy season, it is false, then it will go to, you will choose other option like cold coffee. So while writing program, so we will see this is a flow diagram for if statement. So whether this is true, then there is if block, you will go inside the if block. If it is false, then you go outside of the if block. Okay, now come to this syntax. Left side, is it visible? Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the syntax will be simple if statement, only if condition, there is no else statement. If inside the left parenthesis and right parenthesis you have to put the condition is rainy, it is true or false. Okay, so it will go inside the if block statements, and after the right braces you can see the statement after if block. So if the condition doesn't satisfy to true value, if it is false, then it will straight go to the statement after if block. The flow of execution we can see, first it will check the condition. If it is true, it will go inside the if block. If it is false, it go the after block. So if I will give this problem what to select out of cold coffee or hot coffee, so this problem can you write in using simple if statement? Yes, you can write. Simply you write if is rainy, there is a variable you will declare is rainy. So if it is true, then you in this inside the if block you write system.out.println I will take coffee, hot coffee or tea. Else what will do? there is no such else condition. So you go the after if block you can write that I will take system dot out println, I will take cold coffee. That is our after if block statement. Okay. So using simply if block I can write this program, but this program can be written using if else statement. So there is another construct or the syntax where you will use if and else, both are keywords, if and else. So here is a simple if else statement. See the left side, okay, left side of this slide, simple if else statement. Another diagram on the right side is if else if statement. So the problem whether I will take coffee or cold coffee or tea, so that can be better written in if else statement. Instead of writing simple if, I can write if else statement. Let us decide how to start. I will start from cafeteria. I will go the condition statement. So what is the condition statement? That this is rainy weather or not. Okay. So if it is true, it will go to the if block. Okay. So I will write system dot out println, I will take coffee, tea. Okay. Hot coffee or tea. If it is not rainy, it is false, then I will have a separate block, that is called else block. Okay. I will show the piece of code, so then you can understand. Okay. So else block I will write system dot out println, I will take cold coffee because it is not rainy. So there are other construct also or the other syntax where you have to write multiple option condition. You will go to if statement, okay, then you have to check whether this is rainy, okay, then suppose there are two or more options, whether you will get cold hot coffee or hot tea. So according to that there is another condition, condition 2. So you will use inside the another if block, you will write another condition, that is condition 2. So that if else can be nested. So inside if statement there will be another if else statement. Okay. So let us see those syntax one by one. Don't worry, we will write one by one and see. Okay. So this is also nested if statement where suppose I will give you have to write whether the number, you will give in a number, that is our input, number is a odd prime or not, odd prime. First this will be a prime number, then it should be odd number. Okay. First you will check this is a prime or not. If it is prime, then inside the if block you have to write this is odd or not, or other way around. You can write whether if block, one if block, whether this is odd. How to check a number is odd or not? You divide by 2, if the remainder will be 0, then it is even, or else this will be odd. Okay. So the remainder, what will be the that operator? What is the operator you will use to check the remainder? Modulo division operator, percentage. Okay. So first of all you will check whether this is a odd or not. If it is odd, then once again inside the if block you can write if it is prime or not. So that is called, this is a nested if statement. You go outer if condition, you will start, then go to outer if condition, it is true, it is odd, it is true, then you go to whether it is prime or not. Then it is go inside the inner if block, true, then else, false, then there is another block for this inner condition. Okay. If it is not prime, then it will simply come out of the that block. So for those kind of problem or the program, you have to use nested if statement. What is a nested if statement? Inside if statement there will be another if else statement, or another if else statement you have to write another if statement. Okay, now come to next slide. Yes, switch statement. Now we will see, let us see one that example. Okay, so first of all, this is the simple if statement. Let us see. Simple if. Okay, so program is according to the weather rainy or not rainy. We have to select hot coffee or cold coffee. Okay, this is our problem. So how to write using simple if statement. Now inside this class there is a main method published by main method. Then inside this main method you have to write whether is rainy. So this is our variable I will use for checking the whether is rainy or not. So what will the data type? How do you declare? What will the data type for this variable is rainy? Any idea or any guess? This will be suppose boolean. So this variable will take then end of statement. This may be true or false. If now I will take input from directly from the here, I can put assign a value. So let us before assigning, let us write the logic part, decision making statement. If I will write a if is rainy is equal to true. True I will take hot coffee. Okay, then this is my if block. Okay, okay, so here this is my if block and this is outside of the if block. So I will write another statement. I will take cold coffee and here I will give the input. Okay, so what will I will give the input? I will take this is not raining. False means weather is not raining. Okay, so this is our logic. So if it is rainy, then I will take hot coffee. Other case, I will go to simply out of the this block. I will take cold coffee. Okay, now let us run this. Okay, so this is the since this is rainy is false. I will take cold coffee because is rainy that weather is not rainy. Okay, so that may be hot condition I can or one condition I can take cold coffee. Okay, so this is a small example written in if statement. What about the if else statement? We have seen if else statement, right? So this is the if else statement, a single simply if statement. Next is our if else statement. This one, if else statement. So for the if block, there is separate two blocks for the condition. If it is true, then there is a if block. If it is false, then there is else block. So how do you write in the Java? So this is my if block. There is another block. I will call else. The else is a keyword. Okay. So I will write else. I will take called copy. Okay. The input I have given false. So if it is rainy, then I will take hot coffee. Otherwise, else condition I will write. I will take cold coffee. Okay. Let us run this program. This should output I will take cold coffee. Yes. If is rainy is true. Okay. So I am giving the input itself here in the initialization stage. Okay. I can use I can take the input from command console. I will show you using scanner class. Okay. So let us discuss today only this if else part, then we will see the other part. Now, if it is true, if this is a rainy weather, so this condition will be satisfied, then it will output I will take hot coffee. So just run it. Yes, it is rainy is true. It is a rainy weather, so I will take hot coffee. It will not go to else block. Whatever you have seen in the slide, that the if block will be satisfied because that is true. And on the other way, if it is false, if it is I will give you input as false, then this will go to else block. Then this will printed. I will take called copy. Now there are some shorthand you can use while executing this statement. This is a proper value statement. Is rainy equal means you will see once again in the operator also. I am comparing this value, true value. The boolean you can take either 0 or 1, that is false or true, with this variable. Okay, what is the value stored in along this variable? So for this I will use double equal sign, that is your equal operator. Okay, or I can write simply is rainy. So that means is rainy equal true. You can write also in this way also. If is rainy, that means is rainy true, then I will take hot coffee, else I will take cold coffee. Okay, so this is about if else statement. Now another case, if else if statement. What about this? If this is simple if else statement, and earlier we have seen only simple if statement. Now we have seen if else statement. There is another statement I can write, that is if else if statement. Okay. Let us see. Okay, so there are suppose let us change this program little bit. So there may be rainy weather, okay, and boolean weather, int weather. Okay, so that will be, so this can take this value, two value, 1, 2 or 3. Okay, so let us see 1 or 2 or 3. 1 means weather is rainy. 2 means weather is rainy but little bit gloomy. Gloomy means humidity, little bit humid. Okay. 3 means weather is totally warm. Okay, now there are three options, but these three options I can write if else if statement, so that I can order coffee, tea, or cold coffee. Let us see. If weather is rainy, if weather is rainy, so how can I write? Weather E equals to 1. If weather equal to 1, I will take hot coffee. Else, if weather equals to 2, then I will take tea. Okay. Else if, let us write else first. Else, no need to write, I will take cold coffee. This is the case if, then another option, then another option. Okay, so let us try this one. If weather is equal to 1, so let us give the value 0. Let us start with the value, let us 3. Okay, so either 1, 2, 3, you can give any value to this value. So I will take the input from here, that weather is 3. So this condition will be checked first. So this block, this is if block, this is else if block, this is else block. So it is true or not? No, it is not true. Whether is equal to 3, this is not true. Else it will go to the next else if this is equal to 2, no, this is not true. Else, yes, this is the condition is true because weather is 3. This is not 1, this is not 2, so this will print I will take cold coffee. Okay, suppose I will write the weather is 2, that is rainy but little bit gloomy, so I can take tea, so I will take tea. So this other one will be checked first, this condition will be checked. So this is not 2, so this is false, this will go to the next else if block, this will match, yes, this condition is true, so it will simply put take tea. Whenever this has been satisfied, this block has been executed, and this will come out of this block. So this total is if else if statement of this block. Okay, so whenever the condition is true, then it will go to this block, and statement outside the if else block will be satisfied. So how to check? So we will go. So this is our this block. I can write I have taken the drinks. Okay, so in this case, this is the statement outside of this if else if block. So always this will be executed. So in case of 2, this will be satisfied. So this condition is satisfied, this is true, so this will print it, and immediately command will go to the line number 32. So here you can see the statement outside the if else block. Okay, so let us run. Yes, I will take tea, and I have taken the drinks. Okay, similarly you can check for the 1. I will take hot coffee because this is rainy weather condition. So I will take coffee, hot coffee. Then I will go. The command will come to the line number 32 outside the if else block. Okay, so now you will see the nested if else. How can you write the nested if else? So let us create another class. nested if else. Okay, what do you mean by nested if else? So I have written a condition if true, if this is condition is prime, so there is a, I will give a, so the problem is how to check a given number is odd prime or not. Okay, so the number will be given, suppose the number is int number equal to 100. So first of all I will check the condition if it is prime. Then inside this if block you have to once again check if is odd, and then inside this block I have another statement. So I can write system dot out dot println the number is odd prime. Else, this is else block, I can write okay. So we can change this block, but for time being just remember, first of all I will take the number as a input. So number will be given as input. In the next class I will show you how to take the input using scan class. Okay. So today also you can show. Okay. So let us see. I'll show you. Okay, no issue. So understand the logic part. Nested if else. This is a example of nested if else. Okay. First of all I will check is prime. It is true, yes. Then you go inside this. You have to check once again the number is odd or not. Is odd, then yes, this is true. Then it will print the number is odd prime. In other case, I will write the number is not odd prime. Both the cases. This if else block I can write also, but for this if block I have simply written in the else block that this number is not odd prime. Okay. So this is the particular case where inside the if block I have written another if block. Okay. Similarly, in the else block also there may be a case where you will have to write if block. If similarly, else inside the else block also I can nest another if else statement. So I can write as many if else block inside the else block also. So this is called nested if else, because nest means bird nest. So in the nest inside the material or the whatever the material they have built, the birds have built the nest. Inside that there are multiple number of bits that is inside that connected, and gradually they will look like a nest. So this is a block, inside that another block, inside that there may be another block, so it look like a nest. Okay, so that's why this is called nested if else. Inside the if block there is another if block, and inside the if block also there may be several else block also. And the same way in the else block I can write also inside the else block, this is my else block, I can write another if block, and then you can see they can be nested. So this is the example of writing a nested if else loop. So there are certain exercises or the problem you can do. I will choose one or two. Tomorrow we will see those problems. Okay, now we will start. Let us discuss any doubt. Is there any doubt or any part you have not understood? You can repeat.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so let us see. Okay, so how to take. Now next task is how to take input from command console. So this will need, this is our console. I will take the input from here. Okay, how to take the command console. So first of all, I will use a package. Package means where other library, other Java classes has been put there or resided. Besides our user defined or what you have written program, so you may need some other class or library. For that purpose, the Java compile or this JVM or this library, you can see this JRE system library contain multiple number of such classes. Okay, those are not user defined class, they are system classes or that is used for the Java purpose. Okay, the Java language purpose. So they have defined multiple classes. So these classes has been stored in a particular location or the folder structure. So this scanner class is stored inside this package. So you can see here the package, default package, there is no package. Okay, in the source folder directly default package, then we are storing this Java file. If I will create a custom package, let us see. Library. So you can see I have created a library package. Okay, inside the source folder, and inside this library also I can write another has another package. Okay. So I can write inside library. I will create another package, library dot okay. So inside the library package I have created another package called define. Okay, similarly in our system library there is a main package, a main path folder, that is Java. Inside that there is another folder, that is util. Inside that we have a scanner class, scanner.java. So this is for use for the library purpose, or you can use some well defined methodology, well defined methods and data, so that you can use while you program. So that those packages and those library will help us build better programs more efficiently and more quickly. So you don't have to write those programs. So scanner class is responsible for writing the data from input stream and writing to the output stream. So here in output stream and input stream is console, command console. So how do you write or take the input from the command console using this scanner class? Let us see. So first of all you have to call this class. How to call? How do you call? You will use import statement, import java.util.scanner. Now this class I will use inside the bird main. So scanner, this class name, then a reference name, scanner, let us say scanner, then I will create a object, new scanner, and for the building this new object I have to pass certain argument. You forget this now, I will pass this system did input string. Okay, so finally I have created object of scanner class. Now this class will be used for taking input and output from the command console. So let us see. So first I will take a number. What number I will take from the console? So that I have to check is it odd or prime or odd or even or prime or not. So this number is nothing but the integer type. I will call scanner object dot next, this method I will call next int. So this will ask for this will take the value from the console whatever written in the command console. And let us remove this now. Let us remove this one. Okay, so we have taken int number. Now I want to simply print the number what we have taken from the command console. System.out print ln the number is number. Okay, now let us run this. I will take 100. Now this number it will take scanner dot next int assign to the number, then in the output stream you write println the number is number. So the next string will be the number is that number. So you can see using this scanner class you can take inputs like integer or for float I can call number 2 is equal to scanner dot next float. Okay, so let us try to this number 2. Yes, you can call this method. Similarly, there is several methods. You can use next double, next long. Okay, character also you can take. Okay, and including string also. We will see one by one according to our program. So for the time being, you just remember, or you can go through this how to take the input. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Okay, now we'll move this code. Now I have taken the input from the scanner class. Okay, so I can check whether the number is prime or not. So we will see one by one in the subsequent class that how to check the number is prime or not. Now today's question, the exercise question. Okay, so you know how to take the number from the console. You take the number. Now how to check the number is odd or not? How can you check? You will use if else statement. Use if else statement and write that whether the number is odd or not. Okay, so have you set up your ID on your local machine? Any one of you? Okay, I have already shared the instruction and go to the videos also, video lectures. where I have already mentioned how to set up your Java ID, install Java SDK, then Java Eclipse ID, or if you want to use Visual Studio you can use, or any other ID you are comfortable with you can use, but make your system ready, so that from next class onwards we will try to do some this basic problem and program. Okay. So today we have seen already how to use scanner class. You will take the input from the console, you try out for other data type also, character, string, okay, double, long, you try out at your end. If else already you have seen, nested if else also you have tried. You can try out this problem also. You will given a number, you will take the number from the command console and you say whether this is odd or not. How can you check? Okay, just give a thought about that, or go through the book also, how to check this number is odd or not. Okay, is it okay? Any doubt till now?
Not yet, sir.
Very good. Okay, so there is some questions also, so you should just write down the question. What is the difference between if else statement and if else if statement? So this type of question you write, first of all, what is the if else statement means, and another is if else if statement. What does mean if else if statement? What are the basic difference in the syntax, and give some example. 2-3 lines you can write. You can give the flow diagram also. So if you give that diagram, this will be better for the invigilator, examiner. Okay, so it will certainly carry some impressive mark. So you know how to write those questions and answers. So this type of question answer, first of all you give the definition. What is a if else statement? What is a if else if statement? Okay, you give a proper example. Okay, and then you can give this flow diagram also. This is a bonus point. Okay, so now yes, we have covered if else statement, nested if else. Then next class tomorrow we will see the problem we have already discussed. You do one thing, you okay, so you come prepare. Okay, you at least one of you just prepare your system, at least have some system, then you will try to execute those programs. I will see those programs from your end also. Is it okay? Is it okay? Any concern, any other concern? We'll stop here today.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yes, fine. Fine, then we'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Save the pod,